Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we're looking at the 1973 Lion Annual, which was released by IPC Magazines in late 1972 for the upcoming 1973 year. And it was based on the comics of the same name, the weekly comics. And this was basically an amalgamation of all their characters and stories in one annual. Okay, so this is the front of the annual. Okay, and it says Lion Annual 1973, and it's got a Fleetwood Annual on the bottom. Okay, so let's just have a look at the spline, because that's very important. There is a little bit of wear on the top of the spline there, but generally it's in very good condition. A little bit of wear on the bottom there as well. And on the back cover, it's pretty much an identical copy of what's on the front. So, okay, let's open the annual and see what is inside. Okay, so this is inside the front page, and you can see it's still got the original purchase price of 65 pence at the bottom there on the bottom right hand corner. It's got Robot Archie meets a Robot Rhino, see story on page 49. And then you've got all the contents of the annual, Lion Annual 1973, and it's got up here, there's a small dedication on the top here. I think you just about see that. It says to John from Mum and Dad. Okay, so into the first page, and you've got all to do with playing cards and collector cards. Formula 1 formula, all in colour. Formula 1 is in black and white, and then we get on to the comic strips, which are also in black and white. I think most of this annual was in black and white, again because of the cost to print in colour back in the day. Spellbinder, which is a story with illustrations. Then we've got another comic strip, Spot the Clue with Zip Nolan. Again, another black and white comic strip. Mauser. And then we've got another story with illustrations, which is Carsons Cubs Trouble at Al Hort Hall. So this is all based on the weekly comic of the same name. So we got Dr. Mesmer's Revenge. Again, full black and white comic strip, The Weird World of. Again, a full black and white comic strip. What else have we got in here? Leo's Laughs. There's information again, Carsons Cubs, which is a football comic strip. Okay, so then we've got some which are in monocolour, which is Tangle of Top Tree. We've got Can Do Kids, which again is an illustrated story. Flame of the Forest, again a monocolour comic strip. The Amazing Adventures of Mr. X, and we're back to black and white comic strips now. Then we've got The King's the Wolf, which is a illustrated story. There's a comedy shop, Mauser. And then we've got another black and white comic strip, General Johnny. Then we have again another illustrated story, Paddy McVeigh. I mean, there was a lot of content in these. Knock the camera over. There was a lot of content in these old annuals back in the day. I mean, there was a lot of pages, a lot of content. I mean, they used to cram as much in as they possibly could, which is unlike what you get in this day and age. The Goldfish Club, which is again another. And then we're actually on to a colour story, which is called The Spellbinder. I think it's the only full colour strip in this annual. Yep, and then we got The Weird World of X, which is another black and white strip. Oddball Oats. And we're coming to the end now. There's just a few more. The Devil's Elbow, This is the last story, illustrated story, which is Robot Archie. And then we get to the final comic strip, which is Trelawney and the Guards, apparently. And that is it. Great condition annual, this for something that's 50 years old. It's line annuals run for quite some time. Excuse me, well, just readjust the camera where I knocked it over. They run for quite some years when the comic strips are running. They are now quite difficult to find, but as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few, which are currently available on the Midas Touch website for you to view and